Hello guys, Crossbuck Man's Train Channel here, and today we'll be exploring abandoned rare crossings that I want to check out from across the places in this country, well, America. So, the first one I wanted to check out was in a town called Whitefield, New Hampshire. Now, I actually live in the state, so yeah, New England, rail fan of New England. So, what's actually really interesting about this railroad crossing is that it's got these kinds of lights, which are actually pretty rare to find. Now, I don't actually know the name of them. I don't actually know the name of them, so yeah, I just know they're rare. I forgot the name. I remember the name of them. I think that's a Casco relay case, and that's a Casco bell, I think. And over here, we got some more. We got some 8-inch lights. 8-inch lights here, and we got some 8-inch lights back here, and yeah, just some 8-inch lights and those kind of lights. So as you can see just by the railroad, it's in really bad condition. Well, it's very overgrown, and yeah, trains definitely cannot operate. Yeah, right here, like at this intersection, and yeah, and it's been paved over the road. So yeah, trains could not operate on that crossing. Anyways, you guys can check this crossing out. It's on 36 Elm Street in Whitefield, New Hampshire. So if you want to check it out, go there. So anyways, let's go to our next railroad crossing. Now, for our next railroad crossing, we're going to actually go to Augusta, Maine, which is right here. And we're gonna specifically go to this railroad crossing on Winthrop Street in Augusta, Maine. Now, what's really interesting about this railroad crossing is that it's got some older type of gates with some old lights on it. But yeah, as you can see, his railroad crossings are has seen better days. It's an exempt sign right there for your standard railroad crossing crossbuck, and we got our WRS mini bell. As for up where I live up in New England, they're not rare really, so you can pretty much find them, and that lights out, looks like. But as you can see, for the railroad, it has not been used in a long time. Oh, turn that way. Ooh, that's a rare type of crossbuck. It's also been rusted out. Ooh, it's hard to see it, but yeah, look at that crossbuck. That's a crossbow, and it shows the age of the railroad crossing. See, like, it's just a road now. Like, the railroad's completely gone. I don't think this railroad's been used in decades. I think the last time a train operated on this railroad was in the 1980s. And there's the rusted relay case. Wow. Well, anyways, here's a pretty cool crossing. There's some sad crossing signals, but anyways, let's head to our next crossing. Now, our next crossing is going to be in Leominster, Massachusetts, on Mechanic Street. Now, as you can see here we got your standard 8-inch lights, which are safe turn apparently, and you just got your standard mechanical bell that are very common up here, and what's kind of interesting at the crossing is that you got this kind of crossbuck, which is not that rare up here, not in Massachusetts, but it's kind of rare, but yeah, it is pretty interesting to say the least. But if you look at the railroad, oof, it's seen better days, that's for sure. It's very overgrown, and yeah, say trains probably don't operate on this railroad anymore, so yeah, I don't think a train cannot operate over there. So yeah, this railroad crossing is abandoned, sadly. So yeah, well, anyways, let's head to our next railroad crossing. Now, our next one's going to be on 11th Street in Arcata, California. Now, what's really interesting about this railroad crossing is it's got some US&S teardrop bells, which are very rare, especially here. As you can see, yeah, it's got 2 of them. So that's what I thought. That's why I thought this railroad crossing would be really interesting to look at. But as you can see, we got our standard 8-inch lights right here. That one has a cover missing. Yeah, this one has 2 missing lights. As you can see, this railroad probably not been active in a really long time. Yeah, it's like it's a depressing railroad. It's really overgrown and stuff like that. It's kind of sad that like these USNS teardrop bells aren't in operation anymore. It's probably been a pretty long time since these crossings were used. But anyways, if you want to check this crossing out, it's on 11th Street in Arcata, California. So if you want to go to it, here it is. So anyways, let's head to our next railroad crossing. Now our next one, we're heading back into New Hampshire, a town sitting near me in Manchester, New Hampshire. Now, I know Denise, County Rail fan, did a video on this, but I want to get my review on it since I was the one who suggested him for that crossing. This is the abandoned railroad crossing I grew up near. I used to always pass by this one all the time, and my mom and dad would drive me down through here, and I would see these abandoned railroad crossings down this road. Well, it's in Queen City Avenue in Manchester, New Hampshire. Now, I actually know a lot of history about this railroad. It has not been used since the mid 80s. Like I think it was shut down in like 1984 or 5. And as you can see, these are some depressing railroad crossings. It's got some USNS mechanical bells, got some really old lights, stuff like that. It's pretty interesting. Let's head into the past to see if we can see what kind of crossbucks these were. As you can see, it looks pretty standard. Yeah, it's pretty standard here, but we are here, which these guys still surprisingly have intact lights on it. Yeah, I'm surprised there aren't any USNS teardrop bells in this state. I find that kind of weird. I mean, these guys are somewhat rare, but they're not super rare. But yeah, anyways, here's a cool crossing that you might check out. And oh, those lights are pretty rare. Check out, yeah, some depressing railroad crossings. This railroad's called the Lawrence and Manchester Railroad, apparently, which went from Manchester, New Hampshire to Lawrence, Massachusetts. Owned by the Boston Main Railroad. But anyways, now that we got this one out of the way, let's head to the next one. Now the next one's going to be in Kokomo, Indiana. Now, if I can find it, it's in downtown Kokomo, Indiana. Now, I know Game Train Productions did a video on this railroad crossing, but I thought I'd check it out since I thought it was also pretty interesting, and so I can get my review on it. So, as we can see, we got some abandoned railroad crossing here that looks like they haven't been used in a very long time. I think the last time a train operated on here was in 2005, I think. So these guys have been abandoned for a good 15 years. But as you can see right here, yeah, there's definitely no trains operating on this railroad anymore, sadly. It's pretty overgrown over there, and like there's a bunch of stuff in the way, but it's kind of interesting. It's been rusted out, it's been faded and stuff like that. There's a no right turn signal. It's hard to see right there. And yeah, this railroad crossing is pretty cool. Cool looking railroad crossing. So I thought I'd check it out and stuff like that. Well, anyways, let's head to our next crossing. Our next crossing is actually going to be in Portsmouth, Virginia. Well, if I can find it, that is, because I don't exactly remember the road location. I just remember the name of the town. Never mind. Right here. Now, this abandoned railroad crossing, I don't really know a whole lot of history of the railroad. But, yeah, that one's been, like, taken out. But, yeah, these are some sad railroad crossing. Like, covers off, the lights out. These crossings are out. But let's head back a few years and see what was here. So we got a 1950s style crossbucks here, but they're sadly gone. That's been taken out for a very long time. But they're gone. Let's see what kind of bell is on here. So we got our I think it might be a USNS mechanical bell, I think, yeah. Yeah, and got our standard 8-inch lights right here and stuff like that. So, but anyways, here's this Sorrell Crossing, and anyways, let's head to our next railroad crossing. Now, our next one's gonna be in Bedford, Indiana. Now, this railroad crossing is pretty interesting to say, because this railroad crossing has snapped gates. Snapped gates in the USNS. I think that these are the can't just some USNS they might be USNS. Got some 12 by 20 inch lights. I got some 8-inch lights down here. So 12 by 24 inch lights, and looks like the gates are gone. Got some older types of crossing lights. It looks like this was a I think this was a 3-track railroad crossing, but I don't know a whole lot of history behind this one either. Let's see what this says. It was 4 tracks, I think. Yeah, that's what it looks like it says. Anyways, here's this cool railroad crossing. They're not LEDs, of course, but I think they're safe tran. That's cool. But anyways, this railroad crossing is pretty cool, and I thought I'd check it out. So, and yeah, Game Train Productions did a video on this too. So you can go check out his channel because he's one of my favorite train YouTubers. Shout out to him. But anyways, let's head to our next railroad crossing on the list. Our next one's gonna be, we're gonna head down to Florida and Port St. Not Louis, it's Port St. Joe. Here we are, Port St. Joe, Florida. Now, the specific railroad crossing I wanted to check out was the one that was right here. Now, this one ain't too interesting, but that signal's gone. Didn't used to be. What? Sorry guys, let me just head back here. I accidentally clicked on something. Well, anyways, let's head back. I think a hurricane whipped through here, so let's head back to 2015. So as you can see right here, we had some 12 by 20 inch lights with a mechanical bell up there. Don't think it's USNS though, no. And you got your standard crossbuck. And over here we got a rusted, let's head back to 2019. Got a kind of rusted out crossing here with some safe tran 12 by 20 lights over here too, a crossbuck right there. And as you can see, this railroad's not used anymore. Like, it's very overgrown, and yeah, I don't think train has not used this railroad in a good 11 years. So those railroad crossing has been abandoned for quite a long time. But anyways, we're gonna head to our next railroad crossing. It's gonna be in Steelville, Missouri. Now I also got another special one here because this one has a USNS teardrop bell. And I thought you'd like that. So this is our final railroad crossing for today, our 10th one. Right here we are in Missouri. We've got some exempt signs. 12 by 20 inch lights. Yeah, US, that bell. And as you can see, just for the crossing, the railroad definitely is not used anymore. Like, just look at this road, it's just all paved over, and I don't think a train can even operate on this railroad anymore. I don't think a train is operating this railroad in quite a long time. So you got your standard crossbuck, these things, an exempt sign, and yeah, this is a pretty cool crossing also because of the rare equipment and stuff like that. But anyways, now we're gonna wrap this video up. So have a good day, everybody, and I'll see you in my part 2 that I'll be making soon because I love railroad crossings. And anyways, See ya.